It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. Next on Madden Football.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we've been around for a minute. As the kids like to say, I called your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league. And we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, and it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula. You got to be in the fire, make mistakes, make great plays, learning lessons. The more you see, the better you get. And no position is that more magnified than in the NFL at the quarterback position. So the fact that these guys have played so many games, so many seasons, they've seen so much, that's a huge advantage for each of these teams. Now the question is, in today's matchup, who comes out on top?
So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. And their quarterback is the all-time leading passer for the Raiders, Derek Carr, the veteran.
Ever since Derek Carr came into the league, Mike, he's been historically a very passionate and productive NFL quarterback. He has the arm that can make every throw, but sometimes it's that arm that gets him into trouble. So he's got to find a little balance, a happy medium between aggressiveness and recklessness, because when he's playing well, they have as good a shot to win games as anybody.
Throwing at the start. Here's Carr. He's going to air one out right away. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. Had ourselves a bit of a one-man wrecking crew out there for a minute, huh, Mike? I mean, dishing out punishment to every defender in his way. I'll tell you, the next guy who comes in one-on-one, he's going to have that run in the back of his mind.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, New Orleans.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Carr. He's going to run it. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
On 1st and 10, Carr. He'll take off again. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Derek Carr. Touchdown, Saints. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. His kick is good. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
And on the carry, this is Ezekiel Elliott.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll stick with Elliott. Past midfield to the 45. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On third down, Prescott. Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Carr to throw. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A run here with Kamara. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today.
Still first down.
Carr now. Off he goes. And he'll get the penalty yardage back, and more than that. He's a couple of yards short of the first down, a gain of 13.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
It's a gain of 3. First down, New Orleans.
We are through 1. The Saints out on top. We're back to Arlington in a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Here's a toss to the right for Kamara. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down. First down, Prescott. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Prescott now. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
A loss of 6.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly, nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Demario Davis there on the play. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically And then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. Here's a run. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
The tackle made by Demario Davis. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third and goal for Prescott. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
No gain on the play.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense and Derek Carr set to take over once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Carr. He's got it! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Carr now to throw on first down. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. On third down, here's a run by Kamara.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on fourth down, Mike, based on what they do on third down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that fourth down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider.
And he will score. A.T. Perry, touchdown, New Orleans.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
On comes Blake Groupie for the PAT. He's got it. And the Saints extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Cowboys 3. Blake Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Cowboys offense and veteran Ezekiel Elliott making their way back out. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with first and 10. Now Prescott. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On second down, it's Dak. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw is Prescott. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So we hit halftime with the visiting Saints in front. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it, and for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. That one downfield for Cooks. Big opening up the middle. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
To throw is Prescott. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Saints offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. the shotgun. It's Carr. A throw on the move is caught. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
A give up the middle with Kamara. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Carr working out of the gun. He'll try and get there on the ground. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson, and he's down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. On the give, it's Elliott. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Again, here's Zeke. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Canadian-born Nathan Shepard. They're on the stop. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. Here's Prescott. That is caught. Cooks gets the grab. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Now it is first and goal. Hand off here to Zeke. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this one is blocked. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Saints offense about ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with first and 10. Olave is the motion man. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
First down throw for Carr. He's going to tuck it and go. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Carr. He'll run again.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
Now a toss play with Kamara. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And he will get into the end zone. Derek Carr, touchdown Saints. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Groupie able to add the extra point. The Saints move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Gonna start this on the ground with Elliott. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Dak to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Saints offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. To throw, it's Carr. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a two-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Play action now. It's Carr. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have a Saints first down. How about that for getting what you need? It's a gain of 9 on 4th and 8.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on third down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
Olave is the motion man. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Whoa. Alvin Kamara inside the 30. And he's going to go all the way. An electrifying run. 77 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Groupie now, on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Saints will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Dak facing 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back?
The ball's out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And we'll give you a look at some of the highlights. He's had a number of them over that magic mark, over 100 yards on the ground, including a rushing touchdown. He has been a handful for the defense right throughout. First and 10. Here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. Kamara got a first down, still going. And they are not going to catch up. He's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
Groupie now for the extra point. He gets it to go. The Saints tack on 1 more to their lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. This is first and 10. They'll drop to throw. That one downfield for Cooks. And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. Cowboys have cut the deficit to 5. With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
They'll get this down to the 44, but that's about it. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Here's a 2nd and 9. victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.